Hello my crafty friends. Well, today we're going to create this beautiful floral hug card. We're going to be using the Mixed Media Designer Series paper, which is a beautiful paper pack, and it's available online. And we're also going to be using the Mixed Florals Bundle. So we're going to, it's a bundle, it's got the stamps and then it's got the die cuts. So we're going to actually need this die cut. So pull this out. And we're going to be using this big stamp and then leaf, and then we're going to cut out the leaves. I guess I should get this out now. And so it's a bundle, so you get a savings when you buy them together. And then we're also going to be using the Year of Flowers for our Sending You a Floral Hug, but honestly you can use whatever sentiment that you prefer on here. And we're also going to be using the Forever Plaid embossing folder. Again, this is the one I'm using for this, but you can use any embossing folder that you want. So whatever your favorite is, pick it up and it will look great, I promise you. So let's go ahead and get started. Well, we're going to use Mossy Meadow and Basic Gray for our stamping colors, and we're going to also use some of the watercolor pencils to color some of this in. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're using also the Everyday Arches dies. I love these dies. This is one of them too. I just kind of cut it off on the end. So it's pretty fun die cut set. So our card base is basic white. I went ahead and embossed this with the Timeless plaid. So it's 8.5 by 5.5 for our card base, scored at 4 1/4. And I went ahead and cut out, this is Mossy Meadow, and then this is one of the pieces of the Designer Series paper. So we're going to use the color side with the florals. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these things together, and then what we're going to do is we're going to stamp these and cut these out and to color them as well. So we're going to go ahead and glue this together, so just we have a nice little calm background for our very floral focal point here. So let's just get this kind of lined up. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to get my scrap pad here, and I'm going to just stamp this bigger image here. So this is the image you're going to be stamping, so get to use this bad boy. He's pretty big, so we'll go ahead and ink him up with the Basic Gray. And let's see, get this out of my way and can scoot this over. So this is a pretty big stamp set. So we're going to use it this way. Just going to stamp on it here, make sure it's nice and inked up. And then I'm just going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp right here on my scratch piece of paper. All right, and I'll set this aside. And then I'm going to stamp my leaves. But these are smaller, so I'll be able to just stamp normal like this. And I'll put these, let's just put this right up here, like so. And I want a couple, so I'll do one more here. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to color in just a little bit of our flower with our pencils here, and then we'll blend it in with the blending brush that I'm just getting out, a blender. So we'll go ahead and color that up. So now I'm going to use my blender to just kind of give these a different look. So you can see here It just gives it less of a pencil look and more of a marker kind of look. I personally prefer it. You may not, and if so, just leave yours as you've got it colored in, and that'll be perfectly fine. So just color all these here. All right, so now I'm just going to clean off my blender brush, and then I'm going to do the yellow. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and clean that off a little bit, and then I will go ahead and die cut these out. All right, I have these all die cut out. So now let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. So again, this is the everyday details, sorry, the everyday arches. And this is my sentiment that I'm going to use. You can use whatever sentiment you would like. I'm just going to stamp it right here because I'm going to actually cut off the end of this a little bit. All right, so what I want to do is take my main part of my focal point, and I want to tie this this black and white ribbon around it, and I want to just tie it here. Actually, I want to put my flowers on first. That's what I want to do. So what I want to do is just figure out where I want these things, and so I just want a little bit of extra leafage. I don't think that's a word, but we're going to use it here, like so. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way, and then I'm going to glue these down one at a time, and then I'll glue my other flower on top of it. So get my glue out. So don't need a lot of glue, just a little bit. Right back down like that. And then do this one. Like so. And then I'm just going to glue this one right on top. This one needs a little more time to dry. All right, so then I'm going to put this on top like this. So I'm going to put a little extra glue on here, not a lot, just because it's going to be, some's going to be on top of these flowers and some's not, and so I just want to make sure that it's going to stick down nice and well, like so. Hopefully I didn't get some, nope, last time I put some on this top. Okay, so now I want to do my ribbon because I want it around my flowers. So I'm just going to tie a little knot here, like so. One over here. Now just, there we go. All right, so before I glue this down onto my card base, which is right here, what I want to do is I want to put this down here first because I want to trim it up. I want it to kind of hang over the edge a little bit. So what I want to do is I'm going to use some mini dimensionals and just pop that up. So I'm going to just put one here. I'm going to straddle the ribbon, so that's why I'm using the smaller ones. And then go ahead and peel these off. They always stick to me. Anyway, peel these off, and then I'll just put this down like so. And then I will flip this over, and I'll just trim this up real quick. And just use your thing as a guide, like so. go. All right, so now I want to glue this down onto my card front. So I'm going to put a little glue here so that sticks down, and then glue this down really good. And just give it some glue all around. Glue, there we go. I'm just going to center this on my card front, like so. All right. So I'm going to trim these up just a little bit because they're a little longer than what I would like. And just trim this up. All right, so now we want to put our butterflies on here. So I'm just going to put a small one here, almost out of these, like so. And then I'll put a bigger one. Come on. Up here. And then I think I'm going to use another bigger one. Let's just put it over here. And there we go. Voila. A very beautiful card. And using our beautiful designer series paper that goes with the Mixed Floral stamp set. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, please like it and share it with your friends. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.